Hey class, my name's Terry Lamond. I'll be doing a presentation on how we see color and try to give everybody a basic understanding of how our eyes work. And I figure I'll start out with the colors we see. When the reality around us is actually the complete opposite of what we see. See, everything we see is being reflected back at us. So you take an apple, for instance. Well, it's red. It's red because it's picking up and absorbing every other color than red. It's actually rejecting red and reflecting it back at us. So, I mean, you could say an apple's red or you could say it's every other color than red. I guess I'll leave that up to you. But I figured I'd start out with that little interesting tidbit and get on to my diagram here. And what we have here is a diagram of the eye, and it looks a little complicated, but basically what all is going on is just trying to bend and focus this light back to the retina, which actually makes sense of it all. So you have your cornea, and you have your iris, and you have your lens, of course, and your pupil, and what they all do is bend and focus this light into your pupil, and your iris closes and opens your pupil to focus light. But all of that to get back to the retina, which is what I'm going to talk about anyway. And then your retina transmits that into nerve impulses via the optic nerve. It's actually considered a part of the brain. But your retina has two different types of cells. It has cone shape and it has rod cells. And cone shaped cells is what actually sees color and makes the world around you sharp. And they're focused in the center of the retina on a little surface called the macula. Alright, and the rod-shaped cells are the complete opposite. They're actually made for instances of no color visibility or no visibility, as in darkness, and they transmit mostly black and white, and that's how we can see in the dark and whatnot. And it's also your peripheral vision, and that's why your peripheral vision seems to be a little bit blurrier and less colorful than what's directly in front of you, and that's why, because of how the cells are distributed. The rod-shaped cells are distributed on the edges of the retina, and the cone shape are, of course, in the middle. And anyway, to get back to the cone-shaped cells, how we see color, the cone-shaped cells have three different types, and they all pick up different wavelengths. You have one type that picks up red and orange wavelength, and you have another type that picks up green and yellow, and then you have another type that picks up blue and violet. And where animals differentiate is they don't have all of these, and that's why that some animals are coined colorblind, but they may only be blind to certain colors, whereas we can see, well, basically every color of the spectrum anyway, other than ultraviolet. But some animals can see ultraviolet light, so I guess maybe they went out in some instances. But anyway, I'm done with this. I'm running past time, so I'm just gonna wrap this up and hope you guys took a little bit from it. Alright, thank you.